Let's start out in a child's pose. Big toes together, the knees are apart. Walk your hands forward and away from you. Arrive. Bring your awareness to the present moment. Bring your focus to the breath. Breathing in and out through your nose as best as you can. Start to smooth out each inhale and complete each exhale. Walk your hands over to the right. Place your left hand on top and soften your left shoulder down. Reaching through the left side body. Still bringing yourself back to the present moment. Walk your hands through center, over to the left, right hand on top, and soften down. Use the breath to expand the right side of your body. Come back to center. Let's prop up onto fingertips. Press down underneath your armpits and elbow, or not the elbows, but underneath the armpits and shoulders. Breathe. Relax your wrists. Bring your elbows down. Bring your hands to each shoulder. So your right hand to your right shoulder, your left hand on top of the left, and you'll feel your tricep stretch. Release. Press up to a tabletop. Knees under the hips, hands shoulder width, and draw some circles with the torso. Tuck the toes as you move back, forward, and around. Feeling the weight distribute between the hands, and within each palm, go both directions. All right, neutral spine somewhere in the middle. 3 cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, level the gaze. Exhale, round. Press everything away. Nice Caesar. Let these build. Inhale, open up. And exhale as you round the spine. Once more, inhale. Long exhale. Neutral spine. Extend your right leg back and up about hip height. And extend your left arm forward. Reach. You're looking down toward the mat, maybe near the top of your mat. Place just the hand down. Bend the right knee and draw some circles out, in, and around, keeping a right angle with the leg as best as you can. And scoop your right heel up to between the hands for a kneeling lunge. Back toe is untucked. Prop up onto your fingertips, shoulders away from the ears. If you need props, they will bring the floor closer to you. Let's press back to a half split. Walk all the way back. Sit on your left heel inside of it. Right foot is out in front of you. Inhale, lift, and forward fold over the leg. Sole of the foot faces away from you. Keep yourself in the present moment with each breath, with each sensation. Press to sit up, shift your weight forward, back to a kneeling lunge. Lean on the left hand, right hand on top of the right knee. Twist. Bring the left shoulder forward. Right hand back to the mat. Right knee back. Let's do one cat-cow to reset. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral, spine. Left leg back, just hip height. Strong leg, and then reach the right arm forward. Reach, lengthen again. Set the right hand down. Keep the left leg lifted. Now bend the left knee in circles, out, in, back, and around. Let's bring the left foot up between the hands for a kneeling lunge. Lift up onto your fingertips or blocks. Feel the right hip flexor this time, and make sure the left knee stays over the ankle. Into our half split. Walk all the way to the back of the mat. We're still warming up, so just keep that in mind. So move slowly, mindfully, forward fold over your left leg. Sit up. Back to our kneeling lunge. Lunge twist. Right hand down, left hand on top of the left knee for our middle upper back twist. Left hand back to the mat. Back to tabletop. Let's do one cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Tuck the toes and hover the knees just an inch off the mat. Press into the palms. Feel the feet stretching. Downward facing dog. Press up, press back. Let's pedal this out, bending one knee at a time as you press the opposite heel down. This is a chance to roll out one wrist at a time as well. Soft bend in the knees. Let's walk to the top of the mat and ragdoll over both legs, just bending one knee at a time, both knees at a time. I need my heater. My feet are cold. Just feeling out where you are today, right now. Make sure the feet are together. Let's round up to stand. Stand tall, arrive. Stand evenly between both feet. And use this moment to, again, commit to your breath, your practice, your time here. Inhale, arms above the head. Let's keep them shoulder width, palms face each other as you lengthen the tailbone down, shoulders down. Inhale, look up between the hands, reach. Bend the knees and forward fold over both legs. Place your hands on the mat and step the right foot back to a lunge. Tall on the toes of the back foot. Right angle with the left knee. Inhale, lower the right knee. Leave the toes tucked, shoulders back. Long exhale. Try to press both legs straight. Lunge, leave the back knee lifted into lunge twist. Right hand down, left arm up. Fingers spread wide, look at the top thumbnail. Left hand down. Left foot back to a plank. Just a little bit at a time. Press the mat away. Flex the toes into the mat. Pull in the core. Puff up through the shoulders. Lower all the way down to the mat. Rest your forehead on the left hand as you bring the right foot in toward the glute for a quad stretch. Switch sides. Come back to having both feet on the mat. Cobra, tops of the feet are down. Roll the shoulder blades back, elbows close together. Halfway lift, use your middle upper back. And lower down. Press up to a tabletop, downward facing dog. Continue to pedal through the feet or find stillness. Check that the index fingers are pointing straight ahead. The rest of the fingers splay out. Right foot steps up between your hands. Lunge. Inhale, lower the left knee, shoulders back. Long exhale, pyramid pose. Try to straighten both legs. Lunge. Lunge twist, left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down, step to the top of the mat, forward fold over both legs. Round up to standing. Arms overhead. Bring the palms to touch, press them together, and open your elbows up a little bit. So focus on the pinky edge of the hands, pressing together, open the elbows, and lengthen the tailbone down. Release the hands, look up between them. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Halfway lift, long, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And from here, place the hands down, plank pose. Be strong, engage the legs, pull in the stomach. Let's chaturanga, 1 or 2, to upward facing dog. Hold up dog. Press the shoulders down, bring the shoulders back towards each other, and then press them down again. Lean on the left hip, look over the right shoulder for the back right corner. Switch. And come back to center. Press the tops of the feet down, lift the knees if they do that. Exhale back to downward dog. Step the right foot between the hands, crescent lunge. Hands to hips, tall on the toes of the back foot, shoulders are over the hips. Deep bend in the right knee, arms overhead, palms face each other. Try not to arch the chest forward. I know I do that. Bring your hands down to frame the right foot in a lunge. Inhale, lower the left knee, shoulders back. Exhale, try to straighten both legs. Lunge. Lunge twist, left hand down, right arm opens. Right hand back down. Step it back to a plank. And downward dog. Left foot steps between your hands for a crescent lunge. Get your foundation established, hands to hips to help you to lift up. And then arms overhead. Feel the back foot stretching. You're not stretching the Achilles. You're working into the foot to launch yourself forward. Bring the biceps, the elbows back by the ears. Breathe. Hands float down to frame. The left foot. Inhale, lower the right knee, shoulders back. Long exhale, pyramid pose. Lunge, lunge twist, right hand down, left arm opens. Left hand down, plank pose. Downward facing dog. Press up, press back. Look between the hands, walk or hop forward. Utkatasana from the front. Separate your feet about 2 fists width distance. Slide your palms underneath your feet, toes to wrist creases. Relax the shoulders up away from the ears. Let the head and neck relax. Start to engage the biceps. If you can't reach your legs or feet, just hold where you can. Picture the tailbone lifting up and toward the top of your mat. Release. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Separate your feet about mat width. Heels in, toes out. Squat down. Seal the palms. Shoulders away from the ears. Try not to roll in onto your arches. Forward fold. Place your hands on the mat and walk your feet back together. Long exhale over both legs. Bend the knees and round up to standing. Inhale, arms reach overhead, back bend, or any arms up variation. Reach up more than anything else. Lift out, forward fold. Step the right foot back to a lunge. Let's lower the right knee, untuck the toes, and press back into a half split again. This time, staying up on the right knee. Flex the right toes and use blocks or fingertips to reach for the floor. Flatten out the front foot. Rock a little side to side. Shift your weight back to a lunge. Tuck the right toes and lift the knee. We're going to step up onto the left foot. Lift the right leg about hip height. Walk your hands forward to blocks or a fingertips. Bend both knees, forward fold at the top of your mat. Round up to stand. Arms overhead. Back bend, 3 breaths through the nose. Lift out, forward fold. Left foot back, lunge. And lower the left knee for half split. Walk your hands back, long front leg. Flatten out the front foot, rock a little side to side, stretching at the top of your foot. Shift your weight forward back to a lunge. And we're going to step onto the right foot, walk your hands forward and lift the back leg, the left leg about hip height, and hold. Remember when we were on all fours and lifting one leg at a time, try to feel that same engagement. Forward fold over both legs. Squat, separate the feet. Heels in, toes out, sit down. Start to manage extra movements, extra adjustments as you lengthen or you strengthen your body-mind connection. Forward fold. Round up to standing. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. Separate your feet about, well, pretty wide actually, for warrior two. Turn the right toes toward the top of the mat. Bend into the right knee. Left foot is parallel to the left edge of the mat. Arms are side to side. Really work the left edge of the left foot down and draw the shoulder blades together. Let's do one warrior pump. Press the right leg straight, reach the arms above the head. And exhale, sit back down. Straighten the right leg, hands to hips for balance, point your toes forward, and forward fold over separate legs. Halfway lift, and we're going to bend into the right knee, stretching the left inner thigh, the outside of the left foot and ankle. And lift up back to center. Halfway lift, leave the right hand down, twist open to the left. Keep the feet flat. Left hand down, hands to hips, two stand up. Warrior two, left side. Bend the left knee, flatten out the right foot. Arms side to side. Keep the fingers sealed. Squeeze the left glute to open the knee over the ankle. You don't want the knee to be right or left of the ankle. One warrior pump. Press the left leg straight, arms overhead. Exhale, sit back down. Straighten the left leg, hands to hips, turn the feet so they're both facing forward. We're going to forward fold over both legs. Halfway lift, and this time bend into the left knee, keeping both feet flat so you can stretch the right inner thighs, the outside of the right ankle. Lift back up to center. Halfway lift, this time leave the left hand down and twist open to the right. Right hand down, hands to hips, stand up. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, forward fold over. Both legs, let the hands float away from the torso. You can hold a towel or a strap here as well. Release your hands to the mat. Halfway lift, long flat back. Leave the right hand down. Twist open to the left. Keep your whole arm in view. And left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down. Hands to hips, lift up. Step to the top of your mat. Toes and heels together, Utkatasana, bend the knees, sit back. Arms are about shoulder width. Bring the biceps by the ears. Wiggle the toes, make sure you can see them. And then draw in the core, lengthen the fingertips away from the tailbone. Press to stand, bring the palms to touch. Control the life force, your energy. Lift up onto your toes. Keep the shoulders down, engage the core. Expression is relaxed. Lower down, leave the crown of your head where it is. And exhale, stand tall. Let's bend the knees. Leave the heels down. You're stretching the Achilles, the back of the feet, or the back of the ankles. And stand up. Balance on your left foot and hug the right knee into the chest. If that's too much, leave it at about hip height, but try to use your core, not, compensating. If you can, stay tall and hug the right knee in. Stand on 2 feet. Balance on the right foot. Lift the left. Two feet. Inhale, arms overhead, back bend. 3 breaths. Lift out and forward fold over both legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Round up to standing. And bring your palms to touch. Inhale, arms overhead. Hold the left wrist with the right hand and pull up. Reach to the right, hips to the left. Just a side body stretch, like a good morning stretch. And lift up, switch it out. Hold the right wrist. I'll just turn to show you just a little bit of a lengthen and a reach. And come back to center. Interlace the fingers. Index fingers are out, back bend. Or reach just straight up. Lift out. Bring your palms to touch at heart center. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And from here, hands down, step it back to plank. Hold this plank. Lower the left knee to the mat. Kickstand the left foot out to the side. And balance on your left knee, shin, left hand. Open up to the left side for a modified side plank. Lift the right leg. Fingers spread wide. If you can, look up at the right hand. Set the right foot down and press into the foot as you reach your right hand to the top of the mat, pressing the left hand down. Come back to a tabletop. Lift the right leg back and up, hip height, just like we did a little while ago. Nose to knee. Press the palms down so you're rounding the back. And reach your right leg back. Plank pose. Lower just the right knee down. Kickstand the right foot out, and we'll transition the weight onto the right hand and leg, and lift your left leg up, reach your left arm up. Left foot down, flat, and then press it into the right hand as the left arm reaches toward the top of your mat. And back to tabletop with the left leg back and up. Nose to knee. Press the palms down, rounding the back. And reach the left leg back and up slowly. Plank pose. Side plank, right hand down, left arm up. Switch, left hand down, right arm up. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Balance on the left foot. Lift the right leg back and up. Hips square. Foot flexed. Squeeze the right glute. Lift a little bit more. Downward dog. Lift onto the toes. Tuck the chin. Ripple through to upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward dog. Left foot lifts. Hip square, knee facing the mat. Keep the shoulders level. Open up the triceps. Reach a little bit higher. Downward dog. Tall on the toes. Tuck the chin. Upward facing dog. Lift the chin at the end. And press it back, downward dog. Reach the right leg back and up. Point the right toes. Squeeze the glute. Open up the triceps. Press your chest toward the left thigh. Lizard lunge, right side. Both hands are inside of the right foot. Keep the knee over the ankle. Untuck the back toes if you'd like to. Lower the knee. Soften down to forearms or blocks. Monitor your thoughts. Staying present. Use your hands to help you to lift up. Heel toe your right foot in between the hands and sit all the way back for a half split again. Lift up, reach up, and forward over the right leg. Notice how much more space is available now as opposed to just a little bit ago. Lift up. Shift your weight back to a kneeling lunge. Lean on the left hand, right hand on top of the right knee. Another low lunge twist. Keep the top of the back foot down. And bring your right hand back to the mat, toe heel the foot across the mat for pigeon on the right side. Any modification that you'd like, try to square your hips to the top of the mat and relax over the right leg. Keep your mind on the present moment with the breath. Smooth out tension as it reveals itself. Option 2, thread the needle underneath. Lift up enough, bring the left arm underneath, palm up and across. I like to rest my forehead on the right hand. Press to release out. Find a few more breaths where you are, or you can add your quad stretch, bending the back leg and bringing the foot to you, not the other way around. Release the left foot. Stay with me. Press into the hands. Bring the sole of the right foot to the mat. Continue to walk it across. We're back in lizard lunge, right side. Just a little more time here. Allow yourself to be a little bit heavier. Use your hands to help you to lift up. Back to a tabletop, back to downward facing dog. Balance on the left leg, reach the right leg back and up once more. Reach, squeeze, press. Downward facing dog, scan right to left. Upward facing dog. Downward dog. Left leg reaches back and up, point the toe, let the hip open. Try to level the shoulders by pressing a little extra into the left hand. Lizard lunge, left side, step the left foot up. Soften down. Take your time, know that even when you know what's coming, just stay present. Let me do that thinking. Breathe. Lift up. Walk your foot to between the hands and make your way back to half split at the back of your mat. Sit up tall and forward over the left leg. Lift up, sit up, back to the top of your mat, into pigeon, left side. Working our way back around the hip. Take your time, squaring your hips to the top of the mat, trying to make your top shin parallel to the top edge of the mat. And forward, fold over the left leg. Keep yourself present. Keep your thoughts mindful. Scan your body for other tension, like your jaw, or maybe a hand or a thought is gripping. Let's start to press up. Take a few more breaths where you are, or just lift up or quad stretch with the right leg. Try not to turn toward the right foot. You want to be bringing your left shoulder back. Release. Lizard lunge. Press into the hands to lift up. Walk your left foot back to the left and soften down. Breathe. Let's start to press out. Bring your hands back so they are framing the left foot. Tabletop downward dog. Take your time, and then left leg back and up to complete that side. Reaching, find more space. Downward dog. Upward facing dog, ripple through. Downward dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Bring your legs around in front of you, sit down, and lie back on your back. Lengthen out. And draw the right knee into the chest. Twist, guide the leg across to the left. Right arm reaches out and away from you. Do your best to keep the palm down. If that's irritating your shoulder, then the palm can be up. Smooth out the breath. Back to your back. Let's reach the right leg up toward the ceiling. One more long hamstring stretch. And flex, point, and lengthen. Reach the arms overhead and hug the left knee in. And twist. Across to the right. Left arm reaches out. Remember, try to keep the shoulder down if you're deciding between the shoulder and the leg. Let the shoulder stay on the mat, and over time, the leg is heavier and will twist. And back to your back. For a hamstring stretch, reach your left leg up, flex, and point, and full body reach. Hug both knees in, nose to knees. Head and neck release back. Extend your legs out. Your arms are by your sides, face up. And I will close our practice together. Let's just enjoy a little bit of time in Savasana. Close the eyes. Lengthen the back of the neck by lowering the chin slightly. And exist. I will be in touch. Begin to inhale deeply. Fill all the way up. Stay still. Pause at the top. Long exhale. Blink the eyes open. See if you can feel the light as you start to move. Make your way to a comfortable seated position. Anyway, as long as the spine is long, you're sitting straight. Here. Let's bring the palms to touch. Gratitude for your practice. I am so lucky for your presence. Thank you for joining me. Let's close with a breath. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Lift up, reach up a little bit more at the top. Long exhale. Lower your hands down. Thank you for joining me. Please let me know if you enjoyed this, and until next time, namaste. Namaste.